Emenes now needs to retreat away as Gori approaches. Stixxay's eating a full calling. Berserker with the Gale Force execution. You wanted to see the MVP? There he is.
This is kind of the gauntlet being thrown down by both teams, and one of them is going to break.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect for Blaber. I feel like a lot of the times the best we've seen him is when you're set up to succeed. In this case, he can play through any lane. Look for a dive top lane with the Renekton W, and if it's empowered, perfect. You can actually just burst them. Same could be said around playing around Emenes' LeBlanc. So I love C9's draft completely in terms of turning the series around.
Well, all tied up at 1-1. It's very clear that Cloud9 felt like they had to make more substantial changes at the end of this Game 3 draft. With the comps locked in, though, it's my distinct pleasure to hand it back over to you boys, Captain Flower, Kobe, and Azael for the call.
Thank you, Dash, and welcome back, everybody, to a tied finals. It's 1-1. The Golden Guardians have slammed both early games so far, and this third game, both teams are ready for some early action.
Yeah, I feel like Mithy, with this draft, went to the team and said, pick any champion you want that will
in a pot, right? You know, he's going to need some tricky boots eventually as well. And there's not really enough healing on the other side, I feel, to justify it. But Blaber continuing this aggression, trying to push him. We'll see if he can get the smite.
Nicely done.
Oh, no, did
yeah, Blaber has the blue buff. Blaber was able to steal that one away, but now he's got to get out. Never mind, they're just baiting the Guardians in. Cloud9 ready for fight. It's first blood back to Berserker as Emenes and Gori will continue their square off their 1v1 back here in the mid lane. Emenes with the fancy feet, sidestepping all around.
Over there and see if they could make Cloud9 pay for that invade. Ends up them who ends up going down. We'll see if Berserker, is he going to rush straight to Mythic? No, okay, so he is going to do this rated Dirk. This is very popular. Some players will rush straight towards the Gale Force, but especially when you get that early first blood, it's going to be such a powerful laning phase now.
River looking for Emenes in mid. Sonic Wave, resonating strike. They pop the passive, but they won't get any more. Now Gori's got to disengage it. Blaber finds a cocoon. River eats a little bit of damage, but Gori's ready to fire back. Blaber and Emenes both walk back away. Gori's very, very low on mana as well.
Definitely a positive trade here for Golden Guardians, getting the flash out of the LeBlanc, making Emenes a little bit more scared, and Blaber is the one this time around, sticking around to help with the wave.
Yeah, but Emenes is so low. Okay, now he can stay around. Now they got that Nami heal, the Ahri shield. So they bring the extra member, because I was going to say, they're kind of playing with fire here.
Whoa.
And the Ignite is going to be dropped there. That was a small Ignite. He's just dead.
That was goofy.
With 3 people watching, there's nothing.
He feels so much better about hitting that level 6 point than Elise does. Unlocking the ult, getting that extra potential for playmaking as they want to find the Renekton and Elise combo, but Fudge is stunned before he can use the Ruthless Predator to lock down Licorice's Kennen. They go for the dive anyway. Fudge has to back away. Licorice goes in to control. Licorice makes it a 1-for-1.
Pretty clean from Licorice. He pops the ult early to get off the damage. They have to wait it out, and then he's able to flash.
He's not done. He rides the wall to continue the chase as Zven tries to stop him with the tidal wave. Bubble right back onto Stixxay, but now he receives the wild growth to make sure there's no danger. Golden Guardians want to get this shoved up. Gori's in trouble, avoids the damage from the chain, but the CC and the follow-up from Blaber is there, or is it? Blaber gets the kill, but it was really close.
Perfect timing on the cocoon from Blaber there. Picking people off, bursting people down even under tower.
Look at that damage from Berserker's Lucian.
I mean, this is kind of League of Legends you'd love to watch, where it's going to be all about execution here. Who can hit those skill shots? Who can make those plays happen? Because anyone can be picked off.
Nice. They go in on Blaber to burst him down, and River gets the kill. Both sides thought they had the better situation, but it's Golden Guardians who strike first.
Through. So they sacrifice Rift Herald number 2 for the outer tower solo gold for Emenes.
Emenes now needs to retreat away as Gori approaches. Stixxay's eating a full calling. Berserker with the Gale Force execution. You wanted to see the MVP? There he is.
Right on your screen, and Licorice trying to escape from Fudge, but the Prowler's Claw follows.
Prowler's Claw to keep him on top of the vulnerable enemy laner, and Blaber shows up to guarantee it.
And that was
Certainly are, and look at that, still focused.
His only reaction is, I need to adjust my headset. This guy
because he knows
the zone.
He knows job's not done. They've got a lot of work to do here.
Golden Guardians summoning up the Herald in mid lane. bringing in the teleport as well. Gori wants to come in from behind. Golden Guardians looks for the angle. Everfrost onto 3. The engage comes through. Gori goes back over the wall. Now rejoining the rest of the Guardians as the hero collides into the tier 1 turret. Golden Guardians go for the move, but they don't get anybody.
Watching the game between the Ahri with multiple ult charges and the Prowl. Oh!
River, he gets jumped on. Emenes kills the enemy jungler, and it's C9 who picked the man they need to pick.
That is big right.
Okay, Golden Guardians, you're down about 1,000 gold, but it's the Drakes that are the big problem at this point in the game. Licorice face checking the LeBlanc. Tanky enough to not worry about the immediate burst, but now Fudge is coming up too. Licorice tries to disengage, but Blaber's coming in to catch him. He repels up to close the gap as Licorice uses Slicing Maelstrom defensively, but he won't take the jungler with him. Emenes gets the kill, and Cloud9 get a 5v4 for 35 seconds.
Mobile crocodile you've ever seen. With the Prowler's Claw mobility as well as the speed from Force of Nature.
C9, they find some damage onto River, but not enough. Considering they're down 3v4, Fudge gets a solo kill on Licorice in the bottom lane.
With the flashes expended, I kind of wanted to see the rest of that one. That was spicy.
Exactly like you were talking about, Isaac.
Yeah.
Scary stuff. If you're trying to deal with this crocodile, he's very resilient now to the damage of both those solo laners and can continue to disrupt in these fights. Stixxay is having a tough game as Licorice tries to get away from Blaber. Slicing Maelstrom used defensively. Berserker kills him in the air, and Cloud9 keeps the gravy train rolling. River's gonna die next, and Berserker gets a double kill.
But look at Gori, he's below Zven, who is chunk low, doesn't have enough left. Because no one actually face checked that brush. No one came down into the jungle to clear out those wards. Well, it's not going to happen. So they have to just give it over, and now your job becomes that much harder with these Mountain Soul shields on Cloud9. Look at Emenes!
Look at Licorice. You can't. He's gone. He's dead. 45 seconds of a 5v4 for C9.
Now you see him, now you don't. And Cloud9 with the Baron buff, they can really push. They want to end this game very quickly. 25 minutes inside the base. How do you stop this LeBlanc? It's only like a polymorph from Huhi that Emenes really has to worry about.
Emenes having a very nice game here so far. 2-1-3, absolutely fearless on the LeBlanc this game, as now they find some CC on Huhi, some burst on River, a kill for Berserker, and no counterpunch for the Golden Guardians. Stixxay's about to die, and Emenes writes his epitaph as Gori retreats back to the Nexus turret. The inhibitor falls bottom lane. C9, 5 men strong versus only 3 Golden Guardians left standing. Gori is eviscerated, and Fudge cuts him in half. Now C9's just looking to end the game, but River and Licorice are trying to defend. Second Nexus turret falls. Golden Guardians still have to try to keep fighting. River and Licorice versus the world. River's very low. Berserker's determined to just kill the Nexus, and Cloud9